Hey, it's Brooke from Green Door Virtual Solutions, greendoorvirtual.com. We help solopreneurs and executive coaches with their administrative and operational efficiencies. So today I'm going to talk about something that's insane. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, which is the definition of insanity. And that is rewriting emails over and over and over again. How many of you do this? It's the same sort of email. The same questions come in. Perhaps it's scheduling for you, and it's, here's 2 dates off my calendar, pick one, but you keep rewriting these emails. Today in a screen share, I'm going to show you how to set up canned responses for your email. And also a system that I use, I'm going to touch a little bit on a system that I use for probably 95% of my solopreneur and executive coach clients to set up templates. And templates that can be for specific things like scheduling, templates that can be for invoices, templates that can be for all sorts of things. So it's going to save you a lot of time. So what I want you to do this week is think about those emails. If you find yourself in this boat where you're just rewriting things over and over again, just out of habit because you haven't set up anything or maybe you don't know how to, what are the emails that consistently get rewritten in your business? Because that, if you can just set up a canned response, it will start saving you a lot of time and lead you to being more efficient. It can also lead into when you are delegating out to a VA or somebody else, it's all there. They just have to click the button. You can add a little bit of personal stuff, so don't worry about losing the personal touch. I would worry about the time spent rewriting these things over and over again. So I will see you in my screen share. Okay, so we are in G Suite, which is formerly Google Apps, which is like Gmail for work. If you have not signed up yet for G Suite or Google Apps and you have a business, you need to do so. That is a prerequisite of clients that I work with, and if they don't have it and they want to be on it, because we sort of require that, we will help them switch over. And Gmail is a really robust email system. It is cloud-based. And when you get to the point where you are delegating out to a virtual assistant, it makes it very, very easy for them to get in and access anything that they need to help you organize, sort, deal with all of your email. That's another video for another day, all about G Suite. But in G Suite, you're going to go over to your settings and go to, so this little gear shift over here, then click on settings. And in settings, there is a tab called Labs. In Labs, there is something called canned responses. You're going to want to click enable. It will automatically be on disable, but you want to enable it and then go down to the bottom to click save changes. So to create a canned response, you're going to just open up an email like you're going to compose a new message, and you're going to title it whatever you want the canned response to be called. So let's, for this purpose, say scheduling. Oops. And we are going to write our email. This is not normally what I'd write, by the way. And once we're done writing the body of the email, so it can be as long as you want it to be, you're going to go over here to this little arrow down here and go to canned responses. And then you're going to go to under save new canned response. Click on that, and it's going to come up with the subject name. So you always want the subject name to be the same as your canned response name. Just for ease, it will just populate it easier for you. And then you're going to go OK. Okay, now to actually use your canned response, you're going to go to Compose, just like you're going to compose any other email. And in this little drop-down arrow at the bottom, you're going to go to Canned Responses and then bring up your setting up a meeting, whatever it might be. And then you can go ahead and populate it however, if you need to add extra stuff, and put the person's name and email address in there and go ahead and send just like you would any other email. So again, if you're doing light to moderate scheduling, answering frequent questions where there's sort of always a specific response, inquiries, all that kind of stuff, or there's things that you know that you can hand off to a VA that they can just populate that for you, this is a great way to start being more efficient in your email. Now I'm going to show you another system that I use for like 95% of my clients that come to me, and it's called 17 Hats. So I am inside a client record of 17 Hats, and it is basically a really great system if you need a CRM in your business that, you know, it generates invoices, contracts, questionnaires, quotes, all sorts of things, and also has the capability of doing email templates. So I just want to show you this really quickly. This is not going to be a tutorial on 17 Hats. That would be another day, but I'm going to just show you really quickly. If I want to go to an email and send an email to this person who's myself, just send an email to myself, you can see here in the compose email under templates, I've got all of these things that I've already inputted. So for example, after lead capture potential client, that would go in there. It pulls in the person's first name. It creates this nice little template. It has an attachment attached, and then I would just go ahead and hit send. And it's also connected back into my Google Apps or my G Suite. So there's a record of everything that goes out from 17 Hats in my sent folder in G Suite. So if I ever need to go back and look at it, and if they respond to me, it's also going to go to my G Suite and it will show up in 17 Hats as well. If you're interested in learning more about 17 Hats and how it can help you, and I'm not paid by them, this is just a system that I know works quite well for most of my clients, you can book a 20-minute consult with us and we can walk you through it. So in the meantime, start getting your canned responses done and being a little bit more efficient in email, and even delegate if you can. Start delegating some of the email processing that you are doing in your business and set up some canned responses there. Have a great week.